Alright folks, I'm going to give you a quick overview of my bike loadout for my 2017 across the country, almost coast to coast adventure here I will be taking at the end of May. I'm going to start off here with the bike. It is a 2013 Triumph Tiger 800 XC. I do have accessories on the bike like a headlight cover, aftermarket taller windscreen that is adjustable, auxiliary lighting. I do have heated grips as well. My setup for my 12-volt power, my phone holder. This is my GoPro remote, that way I can see how long I've been recording and remote control the GoPro. This is my Tech tank bag, awesome bag, nice and convenient. What I'll keep in here is mainly my waterproof gloves and some other, maybe simple things that I could get at hand's reach. A nice couple pockets up here I might fill with a notebook and pens and that sort of thing. I do have a little headlamp in here, and of course this is the bracket for my phone. Nicely done, nicely well built, zipper garages included. Nice little pocket back here to keep things. Right now I have my 12-volt power adapter in there right now, and this also does include a waterproof rain fly. You pull out of there, quickly slides over, and you're fully waterproof. So in the event of a rain, I'll open this up, put my waterproof gloves on, throw the rain fly over, and we'll be good to go, because all my other gear is totally 100% waterproof. And that brings me to my Wolfman dry bag. This is the medium size with the roll down construction. I will show you how that works here in a minute. My bedroll is right up here on top of that, just simply bungeed around, and that sits nicely there. And we do have the factory Triumph top box here that is lockable. And there we do have my on the bike toolkit here. It stays on the bike 100% of the time. Nice zip tied on there. What this actually is, I don't know if anybody recognizes it already, but that is actually a message sender. You know, like those tubes that you can send messages or paperwork through, and you put it in there and you hit the button and it goes up to the second floor or whatever. I actually got that out of an old building, an old envelope factory, and I use it now as my on-the-bike toolkit. It works pretty good. So the bedroll comes off really simply. Just undo the bungee. Wolfman dry bag. I love what Wolfman has done here. Gives you a lot of attachment points with the D-rings, a lot of nice strapping. It does come with nice attachment straps as well. As you can see, nice and secure on there. But the way I have it set up, one buckle there, on the other side another buckle there, and the bag is free to come off. That brings me to the top box. Up here I do have a Power Sports jumper cable set. That way if either I or my buddy end up with some battery issues, we leave the bike on or something overnight, who knows, we can give each other a jump. This is a little bit bulkier and bigger than I would like, but it's what I have, so I'm going to take it. It fits. Down from there, I do have my little tool bag, which we will go through in a minute. Next is my Eureka sleeping bag. It is a 40-degree bag. Packs down quite nicely, as you can see, judging by my hand. Nice, compact. You can cinch it down. Really nice little bag. The one complaint I might have about this is I'm about 6 foot tall, 220 pounds, broad shoulders and broad chest. This bag is just barely big enough to fit me in it. If I was going to get another bag, I would try to get one that is slightly longer and wider to accommodate my body. Down from there, I have a United States Marine Corps bayonet that I will be using as a survival knife and or whatever reason we may come across to need a knife. And down at the bottom here we do have my tent. It is a Kelty Salida 2 two-person tent. Very easy to set up and take down. As you can see, fits nicely in the top box here. Takes up very little room. I will do a breakout video on this if you guys would like it. So that's pretty much it for the bike, guys. We'll go through a couple of the bags and stuff, my toolkit and everything, and I'll show you all that very quickly through my on the bike toolkit. This stays on the bike 100% of the time. What I have in here is a little pair of vice grips, handy for all sorts of things. Tire changing tools, channel locks, one of my favorite tools, hose clamps, and you can see down in there some assorted zip ties and that sort of thing. And I have this foam in there so it doesn't jiggle around and make a lot of noise. So this is great to have on the bike at all times, just for emergency things when you're on the trail, especially having the tire irons in there. And I also do have a valve stem removal tool, so when there is those punctures, it can be taken care of. Right in here, chain lube. This is Motor X brand chain lube. We get into some dusty situation or something, or you know, there's a rain or whatever, I can lube my chain no problem. Gorilla tape, for obvious various reasons. A rag. Standard American Allen set. Nylon brush for rubbing down the chain, getting any gunk off of it if necessary. A little Napa bag. There's JB Weld in here. Electrical tape as well as the Gorilla tape. Stanley screwdriver. I love this thing. It has 2 Phillips heads and 2 flat heads all in this shank here. You can see how that comes apart. Awesome. I actually have a lighter, and believe it or not, a couple tampons in here as maybe a fire starting measure. I don't know. If you're asking where I got the tampons from, it's from my ex-girlfriend. She always kept a little extra of them when we used to ride and stuff, and hey, so I'm not going to use them for anything, so if they're in there for a fire starter, then so be it. Here I have my metric Allen set to go along with my American. This is my front axle tool. What it is a bolt with nuts welded to it that I can actually use to take my front axle out. I'll show you that later. Here I have a metric and standard little socket set, and along with that I have this little 1/4" drive adapter that I can put into my screwdriver to utilize with that. Another Allen kit there, some wire nuts and some little screws and stuff. I don't know, it was in there, so I left it in there. A bunch of various bits and a little socket to hold those little bits. And it's lightweight, you know, not a lot going on, but it's going to come in handy, so awesome. And that's it for my little toolkit. What I have here in my Wolfman duffel bag is going to be my clothes and toiletries and towels and stuff like that. Anything that I want to keep super dry and is bulky like that. All my electronic stuff I'm going to be putting in my waterproof backpack. But as you can see how that open, it is a roll down design. It's for the 100% waterproofness. I have a black garbage bag in here for all my dirty clothes that after I wear them I can keep them separate from my clean clothes. A bunch of socks and underwear and stuff that you don't really need to see, but here's my little Tupperware container with all my toiletries in. I have deodorant, baby powder, toothbrushes, little shampoo containers. I have body wash and shampoo in one, toothpaste, Neosporin, a couple Band-Aids, simple stuff, just for, you know, whatever happens out there on the road. And of course a towel in there as well for when we get showers. We do plan on taking showers. That's the plan anyway. Slick. 1, 2, 3. Roll down design. That way it's going to keep any water out. This bag is 100% waterproof. Very durable. I'm going to start off with my gloves. Probably one of my favorite items. As funny as it is. It is the Climb Induction Glove with the carbon fiber knuckle. I will probably wear these the majority of the time. They have good ventilation and are great for warm to hot weather use, and they're very comfortable. It's amazing actually the dexterity you can get out of a nice good pair of gloves like this. You see the reflectivity there and a little wiper there for your visor. I also do have a pair of waterproof Climb Adventure mid-length gloves. These have Gore-Tex in them. They're okay for when it gets a little colder and or when it starts to get wet. Reinforced ceramic knuckle, heavy duty petard's leather. Very, very strong glove, nearly indestructible. For my pants, it's going to be a little hard to do. As you can see, they're a little dirty from some off-road riding. But they are the Olympia Gore-Tex pants, 100% waterproof, Cordura nylon, 2000 denier nylon in the abrasion zones, in the knees, and across the seat. Full waterproof pockets here and here. Very nice, very comfortable. Don't get too hot, surprisingly. And they can be used as an overpant, as you can see here. They do come undone here, and you can unzip them up, put them over your pants, and you're good to go if you want to do it that way. For my jacket, no surprise here, we see another piece from Climb. This is the Climb Blade jacket. It is built as more of a sport touring kind of jacket, not really a hardcore adventure off-road jacket like their Badlands. This one was relatively affordable compared to their other jackets at just over around the $300 mark. I don't know if they still make these, to be honest with you. But we have D3O back armor, D3O shoulder armor, and in the elbows as well. Of course, Cordura nylon throughout. Very safe, rugged, tough jacket. Full Gore-Tex waterproof as well, with waterproof zippers on the pockets, or water-resistant zippers on the pockets, I should say. There is tabs to cinch it down around your waist and neck, to cinch it up and get as much waterproof out of it as you can. There is chest vents, arm vents, side vents, and one back vent. This jacket vents okay. Honestly, it doesn't vent as much as I like, maybe. But when the weather gets hot, I generally just unzip the front a little bit and let that air come in, and then it seems to vent pretty well. For my boots, I'm wearing my TCX X Desert Gore-Tex boots. Really, really like these boots. They're comfortable, easy on and off with the buckles, very durable, awesome. I will also be wearing a backpack. The current backpack I have right now, which I will not be using, is the Alpine Stars Light backpack. For the price, it's been a good little backpack for the few years I've used it. It's water resistant, I feel. Everything except for pretty much some massive downpour. This does pretty well, honestly, for keeping your stuff dry. The only problem now is after a few years of use, you can see here the strap is starting to come undone. And really, it's okay for around town, but for an adventure, I want something a little bit more adept at that sort of thing. So I did get a new backpack, which I will show you when it comes in. Last but not least, the all-important, maybe most important piece of equipment is your helmet. This is an HJC IS-17. It does have a pop-down sun visor on the inside, which is okay. I would like if it was a little darker. Spring mechanism to bring it back up. I do have a Sena, however you say it, SMH5 headset installed, and of course my Sony microphone for the GoPro, which the GoPro mount is here. It comes out, sticks out like here, comes out in front of the chin bar a little bit. I prefer it that way because you don't get any helmet in the shot, which can be annoying, and I get a good picture that way, I feel. This helmet does have a pin lock visor. You can see how absolutely disgusting it is right now with all the bugs and everything. For the price, I'm actually quite impressed with the comfort level and adaptability that this helmet has given me over the years. Very, very good value, I feel, out of that helmet. It is a little noisy and some other things I'll talk about in the review, but it served me well thus far. And that's it for my gear loadout on my 2017 across the country, almost coast-to-coast trip. Here going at the end of May into June. Keep posted.